He hopes to meet
Chase Sexton.
And I hope to meet Aaron Plessinger.
Casey and Aaron Plessinger, Chase Sexton. Get it signed.
Hi, we're Missy and Aaron, and we're on our way to the Supercross in Indianapolis, Indiana at the Lucas Oil Stadium. I think we're going to go see a pretty good race, see what the experience is all about, and we're going to check out the Fan Fest where Missy hopes to meet
Chase Sexton.
And I hope to meet Aaron Plessinger. I like the cowboy, so let's see if we meet him. And we're on our way. So it's always been a long time tradition on our family to do jerky before a trip. So that's what that was all about. You want alligator or barbecue boar, babe?
Not alligator. I guess I will try boar.
So we made it on Lucas Oil, and looks like Fan Fest is right behind us, and it's kind of all around, really. So we're gonna see how to get in, check that out. That's a big dude.
It is big news.
So, I'm waiting on Melissa to use the bathroom, and I thought I'd just kind of take a look and maybe see where our seats are at. I think they're like over there somewhere, so it's pretty cool. It smells good in here. It smells like brap juice.
I was looking for you. I went and took a peek at qualifying, and it was pretty awesome. But I was looking all over for you. I didn't know where you were.
Well, I've got a confession to make too.
Okay.
I might have looked at qualifying too.
I figured that's where you'd be. That's why I went there. I went all the way down there thinking that's where you would be at, and you were not there.
So I tried to point like to maybe where I think our seats are.
Yeah.
But I definitely did not accidentally get any brap going on. I don't really know, but I was pointing at our seats. There was no, I repeat, there was no on-track action at all.
I let them play.
So I just saw this, and I was in the bike business for like 15 years, and motorcycles are probably my number one passion. And the Legends and Heroes museum is here, and they've got a ton of old bikes. So I'm gonna geek out for a minute, and this is just crazy. I mean, I see stuff I rode as a kid here, so. I hope that's not aging me too much, but
it might be. That's okay.
Yeah. So this bike right here, not this exact bike, but 98 CR. Right here, he's the restorer of this bike. So how did you come across the bike? Did you pick it up on Facebook?
I like to build bikes every winter. And this year, unfortunately, last fall I had to have a surgery, so I really needed something to keep my time up. I found this. Some old farmer had the original front tire on it, and the original handlebars, and it just sat there, it was rotting away. Had a lot of corrosion on it. I picked it up at a pretty reasonable price. It wouldn't run, and started from the ground up. There's not been a part on, but it hasn't been done.
Nice. It looks beautiful. Other than the graphics, showroom. That wasn't the stock graphics that I remember.
This is actually a tribute bike of Ezra Lusk's 98 Supercross bike.
Okay, that makes sense. Awesome. This is a beautiful job. I'm glad you got this out here.
Appreciate it.
So they do a sound test on these, I guess, so they're not so loud inside. Maybe there's another reason. Somebody can correct me on that if they want, but it's pretty crazy. It gets pretty loud standing right there.
So the Lawrence brothers know how to do it right. They've got a whole set of all kinds of arcade games, which toys I suppose. But that is probably the coolest setup that I've seen for Jed and Hunter Lawrence. Good job, guys. Plus a year Chase Sexton to get anything signed. My hope was to get to meet Chase Sexton. I think I'm going to have to bypass this event because that is just too long and there's too many other things to see.
We just picked up some merch. You know, you got to do that when you come to event. And right now, it's, you know, kind of been a long day so far, so we are on our way to buying some caffeine.
So here we are, the day after the event. The event ended up being super awesome. We had a really great time. But by the time that we got out of the event, we were really tired. It was a very, very long day. Supercross does not disappoint. I don't think that you could go to a Supercross event and not come back like excited. There's just so many things. Like every Supercross event I've ever watched has just been amazing. You just never know what is going to happen. Chase Sexton ended up getting second. It was a Triple Crown.
Triple Crown, yep. So 3 main events rather than heat races and a single main. So it was like just 3 main events, and then the scores are cumulative to find the winner. And
yeah, that's what I was after. Sadly. But there was just so much. It was such a good time. We got merch. I got a Supercross hat, and Aaron got a Supercross shirt. This was our, first time experiencing FanFest. It was amazing. I'm sure Aaron has his thoughts on
I've been
that.
to about 7 Supercrosses because, like I said yesterday, that I'd been in the business before, and so I've been to Supercross several times, but I've never been to FanFest. It's kind of a weird thing, but it was definitely kind of something to be beheld because, as you could see, or you will see when this video's out, the pits are right there, so you're seeing them work on the bikes. You're seeing like the riders talk to their mechanics, their coaches, everything else, and that's really cool thing to see. But then you're seeing all the other fan-facing things that they've set up for that area too, and it's really pretty good experience. Yeah. So Lucas Oil is dynamite. I mean, it's a great facility for any event. Back when I started going to Supercrosses in Indy, it was the RCA Dome, and it's been quite some time since it's been there. But Lucas Oil, the seating is great. There's really almost not a bad seat in the house. I guess that one year we sat so high that I actually had a banner against the back of my head, and it was still great to watch Supercross, even like way up there. But we were, this time we were down quite a bit lower, and it was really a great race, really a great event. The atmosphere, there's tons of music going on in between races. Even when there's no riders out on the track, the track crew, Dirtworks, that takes care of rebuilding the track between every so many rounds. Just watching the talent of those guys and operating the heavy equipment and stuff to rebuild that track is amazing in and of itself. That's almost worth going to see by itself a little bit. So I just can't say enough about that event. If you like racing, into motorcycles especially, but really anybody who enjoys racing, this is just, it's not going to disappoint because you just never know. I mean, who's going to win?
No, you don't. I mean, although, so far I feel like
well, I mean,
we do have, a rookie that's really coming up into this, and he is just knocking it out of the park.
He is, but it only takes a small crash to to shake up the whole field.
So yeah, totally. Yeah, and even the more experienced riders have gone through their fair share of that
Oh
as
yeah.
well.
Oh yeah.
But it's never a dull moment when you go. I mean, from the time that the intro comes and they've got the fireworks and the flames and all of that till the time it ends, it is just like on the
A
edge of your
show.
seat.
It's a show.
Yes,
For sure.
I mean, it is so good.
Yeah. Point of the brisket nachos were really good.
The brisket nachos were good. They have decent pretzels too.
Yeah.
If you like pretzels. But yeah, and with Lucas Oil Stadium, there will be a small line, but you will never wait in line. There's just so many concession areas, like one for every section, that it's pretty simple to get something to eat.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
get back.
we waited in line for the merch probably 4 times longer than we did for any food or drink.
Yes. I can tell you from where we were sitting, when we first got there, we were actually sitting in the wrong seats. But when we did get to the right seats, I was sitting right next to where they were selling the merch, and it was nonstop.
Yeah,
Like,
you could
people
just
were
see it all
buying
night.
merch, like, the whole night. So, yeah.
So, obviously we didn't meet our riders.
No.
Chase and Aaron.
I was really
That was the
hoping-
line. My goodness.
I mean, and the thing is, though, we have plans for other events in the future. This was our first Fan Fest, so it was like I really wanted to get the full experience of Fan Fest. But to be honest, I might wait in line one of the other times if I can meet
Yeah, and honestly,
the rider.
I saw the way to do it. Like, there were some families waiting in line, and we didn't know, so we didn't come prepared for this. But basically, if you want to meet somebody and you're willing to, say, hey, I'm not going to go to the practices, I'm going to stand in line until, this 45-minute window that they open up for this rider to sign autographs. People were basically bringing food, probably that they bought in there. I don't think you can just bring food in, but, they were bringing their nachos or their hot dogs or whatever, and basically getting there early so they got a decent-ish spot in line, and just being prepared to camp while they're waiting. Not being upset because they're waiting 2 hours or whatever, however long. They're just like, hey, we're going to sit here, we're going to watch what's going on, we're going to eat some lunch, and the parents can stay in line while the kids go over to the little, toy dirt bike thing. But
Spin Master.
What was it, Spin Master?
Yeah.
So go there knowing that that's kind of what you're going to have to do if you're trying to get an autograph from, like, one of the more famous riders.
Well, and to add to that, once you've done Fan Fest and you've been there once, I kind of feel like you're not going to be disappointed if you wait in line for an hour and a half to 2 hours of Fan Fest.
Right, yeah, because Fan Fest is not, at this event, it was a little cool out, so it was just some booths, the pits, and maybe some food vendors, things like that, but it wasn't this huge, expansive thing where, once you've seen it, you've kind of seen it. Now, at other venues, I know from watching Supercross on TV, I know sometimes they'll do like freestyle dirt bikes out in a parking lot, like, the guys that do the backflips and everything else, or they'll do BMX exhibitions, there's probably some that have had a half pipe, stuff like that. This was not there. So, that also opens that up depending on what venue you go to.
Well, and we also had time to sit and eat a snack, and we still had time to kill, to get merch. So, I mean, if we would have planned our time a little differently, we could have easily waited in line to meet
Definitely.
Chase and Aaron Plussinger. So,
all right.
I mean,
well, any other thoughts?
No, I can't think of any. I think if you are on the fence about if you should go to an event, I think you just need to go.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
I mean, I definitely, after that experience, I'm ready to go to more Supercross events.
Yeah, do you think we will?
Maybe.
this year even?
Maybe. They have to wait and find out.
Wait
if
and
we
find out?
actually
Okay.
go.
Well, you better subscribe so that you know, right? This is probably getting a little bit long, so I think we'll just kind of call it here. But yeah, definitely go. I mean, this is an event for the whole family. It's like nothing you've ever seen before unless you're already into motorcycles. Totally worth it.
Well, and on that note, to add it, make it longer. We have taken our kids to Supercross.
Yeah, we have. We didn't do
and
Fan
they liked
Fest,
it.
though.
I don't remember there being a Fan
There
Fest.
probably
Maybe
was.
there
We just didn't. I
But-
mean, there's always been pits.
Yeah.
So.
But they loved it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a great time for the whole family.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I'm done with that.
Okay. Well, until next time, see you guys.
See ya.